So finally, I'm getting started on my Lexus Overland build project. I bought this Lexus Land Cruiser, a 1999, for only $2,100. Now, it has 350,000 miles on it, but it still runs and drives perfectly. And today we're going to give this thing a little lift. I bought a 3-inch suspension lift from Old Man Emu, and I will completely rip out the Lexus hydraulic suspension system. Even though it's still working great, it doesn't give me the clearance that I need to put on 33-inch big knobby mudding tires. So first I'm going to remove the wheels so they can be sent off to the tire shop to have the big tires put on, and then I'm going to start tearing apart this suspension. Now, I've never done this before or anything close to it. I have no clue what I'm doing, but that hasn't stopped me from doing just about anything. Here we go. Up, up and away in my beautiful balloon. Okay, I'm already noticing one problem. There's a lock on these wheels, and I have no idea if the wheel locks in this thing. Huh. And it's locked. All right, let's see. I've got it in the back. Maybe I'll find it. All right, in here. All this storage is nice, but yeah, those are just trash bags. Deodorant. Kind of a murder kit in here. What's this? First aid kit. Nope. How about over here? Oh, look at this big, beautiful toolkit. They don't put these in new cars anymore. And bingo. Yes. Here's my wheel lock. Oh yeah. Oops. Now I can get a nice look at what's going on here. Nice big beefy hubs here, and you can see the hydraulic shock that's coming out, but more concerning is the torsion bar, which is going to give me more lift. And there's a lot of stuff in the way that I'm seeing. I'm seeing a couple of skid plates and some other things in the way. Of course, looks like a much bigger job than I thought. You can't just unbolt it, huh?
No, there's tension on it right now. But back here on this adjuster,
Yeah?
just turn that big bolt and then take the tension off.
I see.
Take that out, and then
It looks like these skid plates are going to have to come off too for this thing to come out, right?
it only mentions that this front plate has to come off, and that's it.
Huh.
And I think it drops down and comes out forward.
God, this thing's so beefy. Look at that big old transfer caser.
Mm-hmm.
It's huge.
It's made for sub-Saharan Africa.
Yeah. Hydraulic. Wizard, I did something.
What'd you do?
I did something without your help.
You took a shock off.
Yes.
Kind of messy looking. Pouring out a bottle of Hennessy or something.
Yeah. Yeah. One for my homies. Oh. There we go. Well, there's no hydraulics left in that.
Not anymore.
Oh. Lizzie. How do torsion bars work?
They twist, and that's your spring action. They do the twist. There we go.
Got it?
Got that portion out of it anyway.
Nice. Okay, there's the old one. God dang these. Oh, they're heavy. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, pull dance. Okay. At least 10 pounds heavier. And way thicker. Faux show.
Is it longer? No, good.
No. Are all the shocks the same? They're yellow. I did another thing, Wizard.
What'd you do?
I pressed it in. Thanks for the tip.
You got it.
Yes. Looks like you've got that in too.
All right. Yep, I'm bolting it in. We have the torsion bar in place now.
All right, Wizard, while you're working on that, I'm gonna just unbolt this. I can start taking the shock out, right?
No, if you take the shock out, it'll drop the whole axle down. You'll probably get hurt.
Oh, yeah, you probably don't want that landing in your lap.
No, I don't need that kind of liability going on in the shop.
So what, you?
So we're gonna hold the axle up with a transmission jack, and then you can take those shocks loose and slowly let it down, and then the springs will just fall out.
Okay. Look at that dry shot. Everything's so beefy. It's huge. Wizard is going to lower it enough to where the springs come out. Whoa. Hey. Tires are back, but we're struggling with this. These rear shocks are original.
Original old shocks.
Are welded on the truck after 350,000 miles. This top bolt is not easy to get to. Top shocks that I've done before are accessible from the top, from the inside, and these are not. They are up there. There's no way I could show you. Yes. What a miserable, miserable job. Miserable. So close. Wanted to get the sway bar out of the way so I could get the shock on. And it broke. The bolt just broke right off. So there won't be any driving when this is all finished because I have to wait on new sway bar link. Well, that sway barring link pretty much ended our day because we can't put the wheels back on and drive this thing until that's fixed. My arms are pretty much dead from doing this for the last 3 hours under there because it's a nightmare job to get those rear shocks out with the little hydraulic lines you got to take off before you do the big bolt that takes out the shock. Yeah, I'm gonna go home and collapse and cry, and tomorrow might see this thing finished. I really just dropped that on my foot. Do you want to go home? Are you sure? Are you going to tell me? Yeah, you want to go home. Good morning. I'm still pretty sore, but I'm rested, and everything is in on this Lexus. The suspension conversion is totally complete. The new shocks are in and tightened, and this thing's ready to have its wheels put back on, except we are still waiting on that sway bar link. It should show up sometime before noon, and I pretty much can't do anything else with the suspension until that piece shows up. In the meantime, I'm going to remove the front bumper and these plastic running boards because I'm going to put on some beefy metal winchy things on the front and some slider bars. I think I can do this without the wizard. Maybe. I can't even unplug the fog lights. Who am I kidding? Yeah, I'm already defeated by disconnecting the plug-in for the fog lamp. I can't unplug a simple effing plug. Yes. Well, my screw up only cost me $28. Not bad. It probably would have happened anyway. That was the easiest thing I've done so far. Looking good. Job done. It's done. See how it feels. I'm definitely going to miss the hydraulic suspension because it was so smooth. It made this thing feel like a luxury car. Hopefully this new setup isn't too rough. We'll see. So far, it's not too bad. You know, this is much better than I expected. My Jeep, I put on a rough country suspension lift, and they call them rough for a reason. It's a pretty stiff ride. But this old man Emu setup seems actually pretty livable. Wow. I did a thing. Wrench every day? I'm very pleased. The all-terrain tires, the BFGs, are really quiet. The suspension's still pretty smooth. I do think the front of the car is sitting about an inch too low, but that's adjustable. The torsion bars you can actually adjust, tighten them up, so the wizard can do that in 5 minutes. Can't believe how smooth this engine is with 350,000 miles on it. It's amazing. Well, I think that'll do it for me. I'm not going to try and do the conclusion outside with this wind and cold weather blowing in. But aren't you proud of me? I actually worked on my car. Next, I'll be helping the wizard hang the bumpers, install the rock sliders where the step rails were, and replace that rusty rear hatch.